Did you know that the average person spends about 2.5 days each year searching for lost items at home? Now imagine if your home was so well organized that you could reclaim that time and use it to enjoy life. For seniors living in small spaces, every inch counts, and clutter can feel overwhelming. But don't worry. Today, we'll share 10 powerful decluttering tips to transform your space into a haven of calm, order, and functionality. Stay with us because tip number 7 is a real game changer that most people overlook. But before we dive in, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on inspiring and practical content tailored just for you. 1. Start small, start smart. Decluttering a small space can feel overwhelming, especially if you've lived in the same home for years and accumulated countless items. But the secret to tackling clutter is to start small and stay consistent. Choose a manageable area, like a single drawer, a shelf, or even a corner of the room. Set a timer for 15 minutes and focus solely on that task. Don't worry about tackling the entire house in one go. Small, incremental progress builds momentum and gives you a sense of achievement. You'll find that once you complete one small task, it becomes easier to tackle the next. Keep a box or bag handy for donations as you go along. This way, you're not just organizing but also giving back. Small wins, like clearing a messy drawer, create a ripple effect, motivating you to keep going. 2. The one in, one out rule. This simple yet effective rule can transform how you manage your belongings. The one in, one out method means that for every new item you bring into your home, you must remove one. For instance, if you buy a new pair of shoes, donate or discard an older pair that you no longer wear. This rule ensures that your possessions don't keep piling up and that your living space remains balanced. It also encourages mindfulness when shopping. You begin to ask yourself, do I really need this? Or am I willing to part with something I already have? Over time, this practice helps you focus on quality over quantity, creating a home filled with items you truly value and use. Adopting this habit is particularly useful in smaller spaces, where every item counts. 3. Prioritize multipurpose items. In a small living space, every item needs to serve a purpose or even better, multiple purposes. Multipurpose furniture and tools are lifesavers when it comes to maximizing limited square footage. Think about an ottoman that doubles as storage, a foldable dining table, or a bed with drawers underneath. These items not only save space but also reduce clutter by consolidating functions. For example, a storage ottoman can hold blankets or books while also serving as a seat or coffee table. Similarly, a wall-mounted foldable desk can act as a workspace during the day and disappear when not in use. When shopping for new items, look for features that add versatility. This way, you can avoid unnecessary purchases while keeping your home functional and clutter-free. Multipurpose items are the unsung heroes of efficient living. 4. Declutter sentimental items thoughtfully. Sentimental items often pose the biggest challenge when decluttering. It's natural to hold on to things that remind us of cherished memories, but keeping everything can lead to clutter that overwhelms your space. Instead, approach sentimental items with care and intentionality. Ask yourself, does this item truly bring me joy or serve a purpose? Keep a small box or display space for the most meaningful items, like a wedding photo or a child's handwritten note. For everything else, consider taking photos to preserve the memory without keeping the physical object. You can also share some sentimental items with loved ones who might appreciate them. Decluttering doesn't mean letting go of your past. It's about creating space for new memories while treasuring the old ones in a way that doesn't crowd your present life. 5. Use the 3-box method. The 3-box method is a straightforward yet highly effective way to declutter. All you need are 3 boxes labeled Keep, Donate, and Discard. As you go through your belongings, Make decisions immediately by placing each item into one of the boxes. Be honest with yourself. If an item hasn't been used in the past year or no longer serves a purpose, it's time to let it go. Items in the donate box can bring value to someone else, while the discard box is for anything broken or unusable. This method forces you to evaluate your belongings thoughtfully and helps prevent you from simply moving clutter from one spot to another. By the time you're done, you'll have a clear sense of what truly matters, and your living space will feel lighter and more organized. 6. Maximize vertical space. When horizontal space is limited, thinking vertically can be a game changer. Walls are often underutilized in small homes, but they offer endless possibilities for storage and organization. Install shelves, hooks, or pegboards to store items like books, kitchen utensils, or even decorative pieces. For example, a wall-mounted rack in the kitchen can hold pots and pans, freeing up valuable cabinet space. Similarly, vertical shelving in your living room can house books, plants, or photo frames, adding both function and charm. You can also use over-the-door organizers for shoes, cleaning supplies, or toiletries. By lifting items off the floor and onto the walls, you create a sense of spaciousness while keeping your home tidy. Vertical storage not only maximizes your space but also helps you keep frequently used items within easy reach. 7. The 30-day rule. Do you ever hesitate to let go of an item because you're not sure whether you'll need it later? That's where the 30-day rule comes in handy. Here's how it works. If you're unsure about an item, set it aside in a box and give yourself 30 days. During that time, observe whether you use or miss the item. If you don't touch it or even think about it, it's probably safe to donate or discard. This rule helps you make decisions without the pressure of immediate commitment, and it prevents you from holding on to things unnecessarily. It's particularly useful for clothing, kitchen gadgets, and hobby supplies. Over time, you'll find that most items in your 30-day box are not essential, making it easier to part with them guilt-free. 8. Create zones for your space. Small spaces can feel chaotic when everything blends together, but creating designated zones helps bring order. Think of your home as a map with specific areas for different activities. For instance, dedicate one corner to reading, another to hobbies like knitting or painting, and a specific spot for paying bills or managing paperwork. This way, every item has a home, and it's easier to keep clutter at bay. Use baskets, bins, or dividers to separate items within each zone. For example, in your hobby zone, have a basket for yarn or paints. When zones are clearly defined, it becomes easier to tidy up, and you'll always know where to find things. This approach not only maximizes your space but also creates a sense of harmony and purpose within your home. 9. Digitize your paperwork. Paper clutter is one of the most common issues in any home, especially for seniors who've accumulated years of bills, letters, and documents. To reclaim your space, consider going digital. Scan important documents, such as medical records, warranties, and legal papers, and store them securely on a computer or cloud service. You can even use apps to organize and access these files quickly. For physical papers you must keep, invest in a compact filing system and label folders clearly for easy retrieval. By digitizing your paperwork, you reduce the risk of losing important documents while freeing up desk and drawer space. Plus, a clutter-free workspace can do wonders for your mental clarity. With a digital system in place, you'll save time, reduce stress, and enjoy a more organized living environment. 10. Commit to a weekly reset. Decluttering isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing process that requires regular maintenance. A weekly reset is a simple yet powerful habit that helps you stay on top of clutter. Set aside 15 to 30 minutes each week to tidy up your home. During this time, put items back in their designated zones, discard anything you no longer need, and reorganize areas that have become messy. This small commitment prevents clutter from piling up and makes your home easier to manage. Think of it as hitting the refresh button on your space. It's also an opportunity to reflect on what's working and what isn't in your organization system. By dedicating just a short amount of time each week, you can maintain a clutter-free, stress-free home that feels welcoming and peaceful. Decluttering doesn't have to be an overwhelming chore. It's about making small, consistent changes that lead to big results. Remember, your home is your sanctuary, and it should reflect peace, order, and functionality. By following these 10 practical tips, you can reclaim your space and enjoy the benefits of a simpler, more organized life. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might find it helpful. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more practical and inspiring content designed just for you. Let us know in the comments which tip you'll try first, or share your own decluttering advice. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care and stay clutter-free.